Two extreme travelers are embarking on a unique expedition into one of the most remote rainforests on Earth. Their goal? To contact and live with the remarkable Kumbai tribe, a people whose way of life has barely changed since the Stone Age. There are now only about 4,000 Kumbai left. They live isolated from the rest of the world in the tropical jungles of West Papua. They share precarious tree houses and are totally self-sufficient, relying only on what the rainforest provides. The question is, can two Westerners live exactly like they do and survive?
Wasn't he beautiful?
Mark Anstis is a seasoned traveler and author.
I'll have chapter 4 to you before I leave.
With numerous expeditions, including several to West Papua, already under his belt. Ali Steeds has already made his name as a TV news journalist.
Yes, I think we should tell what's the story.
He's interviewed people all over the world and crossed numerous cultural barriers. But for him, this is unknown territory. Now it's total immersion in a totally different world.
They are the masters. This is one of the last hunter-gatherer tribes on the planet.
It's a radical change from the sedentary Western lives we've been leading.
After a difficult start, Ali and Mark found a friendly Kumbai family, helped by their expedition guide, Bob Paligi. The Kumbai agreed to teach them their survival skills, but on one condition. The travelers had to become members of the family.
Oh, that's right out of the blue.
Over the next few months, the guys will try to absorb every aspect of a very different culture. Eventually, they'll take part in one of the biggest Kumbai festivals ever thrown. In this program, Mark and Ali's mission is to give up all their Western-style rations and eat off the land just like the Kumbai do.
It does feel like quite an ambitious step, really. It's the weird animal bits, rats, anuses, and frog sphincter and things like that.
The whole thing filled me with dread from the beginning because I love my food.
The challenge puts their health at risk. But what they aren't prepared for is losing their guide. Mark and Ali are settling into a Kumbai treehouse and getting to know their new family when there's a sudden discovery. Bayo, the head of the family and Mark's adoptive father, has caught a snake with his bare hands.
Amazing,
Mark is pretty comfortable with reptiles.
Well, they do feel amazing.
It looks like they found it right underneath our hut. I really don't like snakes.
Moments later, Bayo quickly breaks its neck.
No. They're not eating? Are you sure it's dead?
Fear of snakes is something Ali will have to get over.
Yeah, it's very definitely dead.
It looks gruesome.
Still coiling around a bit.
The muscles are contracting, though it's past feeling and well and truly dead.
It is literally as if it's trying to escape the fire, though, isn't it?
Smells disgusting and looks pretty foul.
Dogs are certainly keen.
Barbecued snake is a Kumbai delicacy.
It's just bones around the outside.
Lots of bones and lots of scales.
Do you eat the bones? That made me slightly gag, that.
Keep smiling. Won't offend anyone.
Ali manages to crunch his way through a mouthful, but this is just the start of their new diet. The Kumbai way of life is dictated by the need to find enough for everyone to eat. Now that they've seen this firsthand, Mark and Ali know that to live like the Kumbai, they have to eat like the Kumbai.
We have to do it because I don't think we can really be accepted in any way by this family if we're seen to be sneaking off around the back and just filling our bellies because everyone else is going a bit hungry and we would otherwise.
Last supper tonight. Judgment Day tomorrow.
We've got to lower those barriers, be at one with our hosts. They go hungry, we go hungry. They eat awful stuff, we eat awful stuff. And I don't know how long we're going to be able to sustain it, but we're going to do our best to go the whole hog, really.
From tomorrow, they're going to stop eating any of the rations they brought with them and will try to live off the land. Their ultimate goal? To hunt and fish as successfully as their hosts. Can they do it?
This is one of the last hunter-gatherer tribes on the planet. And, yeah, who better to teach me the really top-notch jungle skills that I want to have under my belt.
I love my food, and I've been enjoying a lot of it before I came out purposefully because I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. It's a challenge. It's a real challenge.
Ollie's new father, the family elder Gunare, is impressed with the guy's decision and explains that this is a land of milk and honey. Gunnar is describing what sounds like a Garden of Eden, but is it? Berner, who is Headman Bayo's wife, is organizing a food run. They're heading off to make sago, the staple of the Kumbai's diet. It's Mark and Ollie's first survival lesson since their adoption, and food stocks are low. If they aren't replenished by this evening, everyone will go hungry. Sago palms are plentiful in the lowlands of West Papua. They grow wild right across the family's territory, which is about 20 square miles. It's hot and humid, the trek's exhausting, and the hard work hasn't even started. Chloa, Ollie's new brother, invites the guys to join him in the brute strength part of the job, bashing the tree down with a stick.
Okay, coming down.
The plan is to fell several trees, then pulp their trunks for the starch they contain. But first, there's a treat to be found in the palm's crown.
This is the sago hot. Comes straight out the top of the palm. Must be the best bit. Solid food.
Is it worth the effort?
For the Kumbai, it's the closest thing to apple pie.
Have a go.
No.
Kind of fibrous. Taste.
A little bit sort of grass-like in its flavour. It's quite like the beetles we ate the other day.
For our adoption ceremony when we first arrived here, we had to eat huge beetle larvae, sort of maggots. The Kombai adore them, but they took days to collect, and to me, they're repulsive.
We can eat breath and swallow.
Even Mark doesn't like them. They're definitely something of an acquired taste.
This is for my mother, who always used to think I was a fusspot.
Just because the Kombai survive on food like this doesn't mean that we can. Mark must be crazy. Finding nourishment here seems to be a really hard, relentless process. Apart from the snake under our treehouse, we've hardly seen any wildlife, not even a bird. And most of the vegetation is inedible. This is no Garden of Eden at all.
It's now midday, and Chloa is teaching the guys how to use his axe. It's a precious tool with a stone head that could be thousands of years old. But he's forgotten to tell them how fragile it is.
Oh. Mark's just broken the head off the axe. Chloa doesn't seem very happy.
And there's worse to come. As Mark and Ollie help pound the tree trunks for sago starch, the Kumbai staple food, Chloa reveals that these ancient stone axes have probably been used to kill people.